Hello, Darren Stewart with Stewart and Stewart Attorneys. With me as usual, Nick Wagner.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm better than I deserve. That's
I knew
for
you
sure.
were going to say that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I recently got a phone call from a client, and this has happened more than once, where they say, I was not at fault for the wreck, but the police report, the way it's worded, says I was at fault. How do I correct that? How do I deal with that?
Well, it's easier said than done. Let's start with that. Even in our experience, in doing injury law for decades, it's still a big task to take care of that and to change some of the things that you feel might be inaccurate in the police report. It's not as easy as just picking up a phone and calling the police report saying, or police department saying, "Hey, you got it wrong."
You have to deal directly with that police officer many times, right?
Right.
That wrote the report.
Right.
And they'll do an addendum sometimes.
Yeah, and we see that, and that's good, or an update, or whatever. Or sometimes they'll do an altogether new police report, depending on how egregious the error is.
I've seen them where they mix up the vehicles, vehicle one and vehicle two, and they our client's vehicle one and the at-fault driver's vehicle two, but they mix up what each vehicle did leading up to and at the time of the wreck.
Yeah.
They'll say what the at-fault driver was doing on vehicle one and same thing for, and they're intending to make vehicle one. They had it right. They just had a mistake there.
Right.
So it's not like you're asking them to change facts of what they were told. You're just asking them to correct what they meant to do the first time.
Flip-flop.
Sometimes in that scenario.
Well, and then people maybe wonder, well, why does it really matter? Well, it matters because the insurance company is going to at least make their initial determination of value on the case based on who's at fault.
And what are they going to do?
Right. They're going to go off the police report.
And when they go off the police report and says it's our client's fault, what do they say?
That's where they're going to go.
They're going to say, denied.
Yep, that's right.
Deny your claim.
They're going to rubber stamp it. So
it doesn't happen that often.
Right.
But it does occasionally happen. Officers are human, and they get it wrong sometimes, or they get compass directions wrong.
Yeah. So, So regardless of what the situation is with your police report, let's say you're unsuccessful in getting it changed, you need to talk to somebody, call Stewart and Stewart. We'll help you through that. We'll make sure it gets fixed.